I Skyped with Steve this morning, because he lives in Paris, by the way. And we were talking about that, because we have a digital distribution deal, and he said there's 2 albums on the hard disk. He was looking for something else. And he said there's those 2 albums, there's a Pagan album and we did one. We did a solo album for me, Sally Rodgers, right. called Madmen and Lovers. And neither of them have ever been released.
Are they still owned by the label themselves? So
all our catalogue is owned by us now.
Oh, that's brilliant. What a position to be in.
Yeah. It's taken a long time, you know, and we've licensed it variously. You know, when we licensed it to Norman's label, they owned it for 5 years, but then that came back, you know, so it's all in our control. Again, and I was talking about it, those records, those 2, the Pagan album and the Sally album, are kind of pop music, and they're not really for sort of weirdy electronic music fans. They're sort
You're
of
looking at me then with that.
Looking at you, weirdy and you. They're sort of as much for the girl who works in Tesco. Not that she couldn't be a weirdy electronic music fan, but you know, they're a kind of mainstream records. They're pop music. They're song-based pop music, and you know, she's never going to hear them if you put them out on Boomcat or some obscure electronic music label. You know, she's only going to hear them if someone throws some money at them. So yeah, we could put them out, and you could maybe have a listen to them. But
more people into your music.
Really. Yeah, I guess. I mean,
because
we're sort of weirdly reticent about everything.
But there is
this is becoming the theme here, isn't it?
And I keep coming back to a thought of, you know, that was then, and it's not really now, and yet there's this stuff there that's, you know, for people to hear it, it's kind of got to be out there. And I know what you mean about it needs to be maybe on a big label. Does it need to be on a big label?
No, but I suppose if I put it out tomorrow, you know, you might go and have a look, but not many other people would.
No,
so
that's very wrong, I think.
Really?
Do you think?
Yeah,
Do you
I
think?
think so too.
Maybe.
Social media has changed so much.
Maybe you're right, because that wasn't there.
It's now be able to position where people are actually forward to people.
Absolutely.
And educate them in certain ways. So I don't think don't knock what you're doing. I think you should actually.
Do you think I do that too much?
Oh, yeah, embrace it.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Yeah.
You know, I mean, just going on.
I always think everything we do is rubbish.
No, but just going on from what Bill said. You know, I mean, I think now more than ever, you know, we have access. Where in the past we had to have record companies to be able to have access. We don't. You know, Sean did that earlier on. We've got those now.
Exactly.
And now I have access to being able to listen to anything that I want. I just need you to release it so that I can access it.
Yeah, it's true.
So what is really going on?
I just suddenly thought about Steve, actually, because I've worked with Steve for sort of 25 years, and we have, you know, I love him and he loves me, and we're best friends, but I am just a bloody monster, you know, because nothing is ever good enough, you know. And we have big flouncy rows, you know, big door slammy, you know, oh well, nothing is ever good enough for you, and all of that, you know.
That's a real
I'm just a bit
thing,
like that, you know, just a bit.
I think that's a very, very common thing.
I guess it probably is. And,
you know, we've got to go back and tinker
and just been more or less obsessed with being cool all my adult life. And terrified of not terrified, but
post 30 there's no
just never could possibly, you know, countenance not being cool. So some of those records, they're not that good. I mean, I'll send them to you. You can hear them. You can have them.
No, don't send them to him.
They're fine. Give me your email. You can have them. They're not awful. They're decent.
Don't send them.
But they're not as good as some of the other things.
For people to be able to, either just listen to. Yeah, absolutely.
I guess sometimes we just go, should we just put it all, give it all away free?
Look, we have a forum here. It's kind of like group therapy, isn't it? It's like
you just realise I'm a monster. I'm a horrible perfectionist.
Well, no, this is the intervention part. Yeah. Where everybody gives you loads of love.
Okay. Put the record out.
It's back to the working men's.
Yeah, get on stage.
Absolutely.
You are. You're like those.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, she's rubbish. She is.
But surely there must have been a point where you were doing this stuff, being creative, making music, where you actually thought, actually, no, this is really good. I mean,
it's all a mask for sort of rampant arrogance, really. No. There was a couple of times I remember when we recorded Easter Song, there's always like an impetus for something, It was like, literally, Jose Padilla rang us up and said, have you got a track for Café Del Mar Volume 3 or something? And they used to pay you 750 quid as an advance. So it was like, okay, what about that thing we've been working on for the last 7 months or something? And so it was like, okay, we'll get that together. And we were making it and editing it. And we used to tape edit, with bits of spliced tape together with sellotape. We put it together and it was like the deadline, the day, it had to be there, react at midday, and we're still working all night, like delirious with it, and it was it's just got to go, just put it on the tape and send it, and it went. And I just burst into tears, and I was going, it's awful. It's like it's so weird. It doesn't sound like anything anybody else is making, everybody was making kind of, something trance, it's like, nobody will get it, he won't like it, it's awful,
And he loved it, though, I said, didn't he?
And then sort of later on, I love it, I have a great affection for it, but I didn't see it at the time. Like, you don't know, that you don't necessarily know that you've made a decent record. It's kind of, you just make what you make, and we were lucky to have those places to put those. Same with Estelle, really. We didn't know that was those two records. We get the nicest feedback. We've had the nicest feedback ever of those. I played this at my wedding. I played this at my mother's funeral. And there isn't anything more gratifying ever than that these songs sort of were the soundtrack to something important.
Yeah, because people feel that emotion.
But you didn't know that. You didn't know that when you made them. You didn't think, oh yeah, people are going to love this, and they're going to, and they're going to insist it's their song when they're, at their anniversary or whatever.
So we've worked it out. We've worked out that you're going to release some music tomorrow.
So you're
going to do a tour next year.
Okay. We're going to write a song
that
reveals all my Then
you're going to go into therapy for a bit. Afterwards.
Yeah.
I'm here for you.
Yeah. You've done a good job so far.
Do you have a drink, Tyler?
Yeah, go on.
What would you like?
Same again, white wine, please. It was a Sauvignon Blanc. Yes, please.
We've got at least another 2 hours to go.
I was going to say, do I need another drink? No.
Have you brought any music to play tonight?
I haven't. No, did you want me to?
No, I just wondered whether you had on.
No.
It's what?
You want to play the latest discrete machine?
Oh.
Yeah.
I haven't brought it.
So that's something that we can work on.
Yeah, okay. Oh, I should have, yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
we can do that now, can't we?
I was in Ibiza for the first time I tried to work it out. It was something like 13 years, 14 years.
Wow.
Just last month. And it's such a weird thing that's happened there, because there's about 20 people I know all live there now. And it's basically everybody who was sort of in the house music scene in the 90s has just moved to Ibiza, basically just to perpetuate the lifestyle that you had in the 90s, you know, that you can, you know, stay up all night and drink and have a
Sounds like hard work.
yeah, and then work a bit during the day and
Yeah.
that kind of thing. But everybody just wanted to see Steve. You know, people were lovely and pleased to see me, but everybody was like, "Where's Steve? Where's Steve?" You know, and it's always the same. And he's the same. He's so. He lives in Paris with his girlfriend. He teaches sort of sonic arts at De Montfort University. He looks totally dope all the time. He looks like a sort of cool French sound designer. He can put any old rubbish on and he looks cool, you know.
Well, that's him. I'm not bothered about it.